Welcome back, Sports This Morning. We're reaching live from Channels TV Sports Center in Lagos, Nigeria. Time to talk about tennis in Nigeria. The team, we've been talking about the progress tennis has been making. This year, we know of the junior team traveling for different World Junior Tours. When they went to South Africa, it wasn't really a good competition, but by virtue of what they did, Cecilia Tayo, we said it's good for the experience, it's good for the exposure. And as we speak, because of what the male team did in South Africa, they're in Tunisia playing the World Team Championships and the World Junior Davis Cup. That's another good exposure for them and their careers.
Definitely, it's a good one. The championship is in Tunisia is starting on the 3rd to 10th of June. That's for under 14 and under 16. So it shows that there's progression, as you said. Right. And not only that, when you have players who've actually done so well in major championship, you have to monitor and follow them. And that's what Nigeria Tennis Federation have been able to do, putting these lads together, ensuring that they are always there. They arrived to Tunisia this morning for the championship, which is starting tomorrow. And hopefully, Nigeria can actually get something out of that. If you remember, that Nigeria is actually currently competes in the Europe-Africa zone of Group 2. That's in the Davis Cup. Yeah. I mean, the last time we actually made something good out of that was in 1988. They reached Group 1 in semi-finals, 1988 and 1989. Fantastic. So it's been a long time coming. And this time you're having the junior and, of course, the senior team also. They are the senior team. You have Michael Oshawa, you have Sani Musa, and, of course, Saminu Abubakar are some of the athletes that
and I like the fact that Cecilia already see them as senior players, but really they are still junior players. But that's the 16 and under. And when you're 16, you're not far from being 18. So with the experience you get in the 16 and under, you can even take. And what says at 18 you can't even start playing major senior competition?
At 16 in tennis, I mean you're not young.
You're not young. That's right.
Yeah, that's the reality. So for the Junior Davis Cup and the players involved, Bulus Christopher,
that's right,
Itodo Christopher as well too, and Emmanuel Modi. So hopefully these guys, can go to Tunisia and give them a good performance, and steadily improve their game. That's what really matters at this age now. Progression, getting better, mastering the techniques, and psychologically as well, to adapting to different conditions that you face. Playing this very, very difficult sport. I mean, it is a tough sport, Austin. I mean, you're just there by yourself. There's no teammates to have your back. So you have to.
Even your coach can't even talk to you while you're playing.
That's why it's very good. Look at when you see a little girl that's that already swinging the racket, returning the balls. Very good for a career, and I like the word you use, Tayo, steadily. Development is a gradual movement towards advancement. I remember we talked in South Africa, we talked about Bulus Christopher and Itodo Christopher. We're talking about them again,
Which shows, something good is happening to the careers and stuff. So, Austin, I don't know, tennis recently, I mean, apart from table tennis and obviously football, they're very active.
That's right.
So the Nigerian Tennis Federation, obviously they're doing something right. Hopefully they continue like this and carrying on in this particular, path. So tennis can become admirable again.
That's right. And we say well done to them. So the Bat and Ball Federation, they're doing so well, table tennis, giving us this to talk tennis, also giving us cricket is also bat and ball, but it wasn't a good story in their last outing. But it's good, guys, because at this level, this is the foundation. And hopefully we'll get to speak to Coach Mohamed Ubale. He's with the team, and it keeps looking at particularly the female team. Sadly, Cecilia, they did what they could in South Africa, but they are not here. But I'm sure they will have another opportunity to play, so we can still come back, talk about Angel McLeod and Adetunji Adetayo.
Yeah, definitely, that's the way it is. We talked about the fact that the National Tennis Championship that ended in Kaduna, where you have Angel McLeod actually, winning that one. So it shows that they're actually busy. And when they're busy like that, it actually helps. The only thing they need more is when you can be able to go for the major circuits across the globe. That also will help them, not just in Nigeria alone. So I think it's a fantastic one. If we get to talk to Mohamed Ubale, he can also tell us, more about what's happening to the female things they've actually planned for most of them who competed in South Africa outside what the men are doing right now. in Tunisia.
Fantastic. Before we get to talk to Coach Mohamed Ubali, let's bring you into the conversation. Let's get you talking. It's an action-packed 12 of sports, and come on, it gets interesting when you are involved. Remember, don't just watch this show. Come, let us play for the love of the game on Twitter, we're channels_sports, and on Facebook, we're channels-sports. If you want to send us an email, you can. It's sportsthismorning@channelstv.com. What are you talking about? There's so much to talk about this morning. Last week Friday, some guys from Kaduna, they are from Mohammed Kabri Primary School. They won season 8 of the Channels National Kids Cup. We will not stop celebrating those kids that took part at our grassroots football competition. So keep talking to us in the hashtag Channels National Kids Cup. We told you what a final we will be having in the NBA this season. It's the Cavs and the Golden State Warriors again. What's going to happen this time around? I don't know. Tao doesn't know. Cecilia doesn't know. So we want you to tell us what you think will happen in this year's NBA finals using the hashtag NBA finals. Let's also talk about the French Open. Another difficult one in the semis when Stan Wawrinka will take on Andy Murray. Everyone in the studio playing safe. I don't know. They are both good players. Let's put the ball in your court. Talk to us. Do you think Stan Wawrinka can defeat Andy Murray? Will Andy Murray show some consistency and go on to defeat the defending champion? Talk to us in the hashtag French Open. Let's also talk about tennis in Nigeria. I like the words we've used in the studio this morning. We said it's developmental. We also said it's a progression when we see young tennis players get busy, get active, travel abroad, play competition, gain some good experience, exposure, and put it into the future to make tennis look admirable in this country. Talk to us in the hashtag tennis in Nigeria. And what a story we're hearing. Coach Gbenga Ogumbote yesterday left Giwa FC. Today, it's like he's returning to Shooting Stars of Ibadan. We don't know yet, but we will confirm. That's why you don't need to go anywhere. Stay with us. We'll be talking about that one today also on the show. And a whole lot more because it's an action-packed sort of sports. So keep talking to us. Twitter, channels_sports, and on Facebook, channels-sports. While we wait for Coach Mohamed Ubali to talk to us, Celia, let's talk about this one. So many things that have happened to Giwa FC this season. And then Coach Gbenga Ogumbote leaving opens the door for us again to start talking about Giwa FC. I spoke to him yesterday, and he says he's leaving the club because he just wants a change. I think there are other things behind that.
Yeah, I mean, what are the things? I mean, the club has been expelled from Nigerian Professional Football League. What will he do? I mean, no more games and all that. So he's a coach, so he just have to move.
That's right.
And if he's going back to 3SC, I think that's a good one because he has a very good record there. You know, since he actually left 3SC, I think
last season.
Last season.
You know, kept them in the league.
Exactly, kept them in the league. You know, they were almost going in relegation and all that. So he was able to. That's it. So if he's going to go back, I think it's also going to help. And 3SC, you know, the story we're hearing. I mean, coaches.
I know what's going through Tayo's mind.
You're really in my mind now.
To come back. Why did he leave?
I mean, that's how it goes in, you know, professional sports and football. So the times when the club decide, you know, to, you know, move on coaches, they move on players. Coaches move for different reasons as well too, and that's why they brought in Kadri Kana. Unfortunately, it hasn't worked with him. But we're going to listen to Gbenga Ogumbote actually tell us his plans exactly, whether he's actually going back to 3SC or not.
So let's welcome Coach Gbenga Ogumbote as he joins us now on the show to talk about this movement that we're hearing. Good morning, Coach, and welcome to Sports This Morning. Hello, Coach.
Hello?
Okay, good morning and welcome to the show.
Good morning, Austin.
Okay, good morning. I also have Cecilia and Tayo Salam in the studio. Coach, you're out of Giwa FC. Why did you decide to leave the team?
Because I just needed a change. And I thought this is the right time to do it.
Okay, so many talks now. What's the next for you? Are you going back to Shooting Stars? Are you already there? Please clear the air for us.
What happened is that we concluded our discussions yesterday. I'm talking of Shooting and myself. And this morning I have been there and just going back now. So, in other words, I want to tell you that by the special grace of God today, I have resumed with Shooting Stars.
That's fantastic. And we're wondering, if you know you'll be coming back to Shooting Stars, why did you leave the team last season?
Well, like I told you then, I said I needed to witness a few things. I have not worked with I've not worked in the north. I've not worked with a private body, and honestly, that I have done now. And I think I want to, like coming back to Shooting Stars. Sometimes there are some pressures on you that you cannot resist. You see, and that's why I'm just taking the offer back. I cannot disappoint some people. Haven't called me, giving me the opportunity to come back again. It's not the only team that I had, calls from. I have some other offers from other teams. I think I've just taken a decision to come back to Shooting Stars. Last season, I needed a change, which I did.
What was it like, at Giwa FC, especially when you guys were not even playing your away games when you were banished to Ilorin?
Well, I think that one is administrative. And I'm not in position to answer that question. My duty is to prepare a team, present a team where required to. And that exactly has not failed. But I must not equally fail to tell you that the man, Giwa himself, has been a nice man. It was, splendid working with him.
Okay, back to 3SC now, and we know what happened to Kadiu Kana where he had to leave and all the salaries were paid. And have you sealed the deal, everything signed and delivered?
The issue is that by coming back to 3SC, I know that they are holding the players a few months, and that I have discussed. The other time I came, it was almost the same scenario, and they have promised to offset gradually, and that I will meet with the players. I will meet with the players to inform them and make them understand that there is no perfect organization, but the most important thing is that management must be honest and sincere to their promises. In other words, to say promise made should be kept. So, which I know, the first time I came in a situation of this manner, they made promises and they kept to it. And I think I want to believe that the ones they have made, they will equally keep.
So, but Coach, looking at where Shooting Stars is at the moment on the league table, a lot of work to be done. Where would you start from now that you're just joining the team again?
I think it's a big challenge. I must confess to you that sometimes, you face the challenges and with hard work, prayers and commitment from other hands, you achieve it. The mandate is just to ensure that the team does not drop. We still have 19 games in between the team and dropping. So I want to believe that if all hands are on deck and the right things are done, we place the right peg in the right hole, we will achieve that.
Thank you so much, Coach Gbenga Ogunbote, for speaking to us. I want to wish you all the best with your return to 3SC. Thank you. So that's the confirmation. Coach Gbenga Ogunbote has officially joined Shooting Stars of Ibadan. It looks difficult, but I mean, he's a professional. He can just turn things around for the club.
Yeah, but he has his work cut, cut out for him. And like I said, they've given him a very clear target, avoid relegation again. That's what he did last time around. So I'm sure he's confident he can do the same. Still a long season, about 19 games to go. So there's a lot of time for him to actually, get this thing ready. Start getting positive results, so Shooting Stars can move up the table.
Yeah.
And of course, management should be ready to do their own bid. And what is that? I mean, settle, exactly. Just be sincere, settle the players, settle the coaches,
but we know
and everything will
so far this season.
Yeah, we know. I mean, it's the second. I mean, they've had like close to 10 days right now to actually put everything together.
Seriously,
and see how
they couldn't do that for all through off season.
Yeah, if you had one of the best coaches actually leaving you because of that, and another very good coach is coming in. Back. You just know what to do. If not, you end up.
Cecilia, I understand where Tara is coming from. Familiar tales. Oh, come on, Gbenga Ogunbote should know. He knows this place. He was here last season and he survived. So, but come on, guys, we need to start doing the right things, and that is what we translate on the field of play. Everybody is not surprised. Rangers, they're doing well. The state government, they're committed now. They're doing a lot. Rivers United, you see the way they are playing. You understand. Abia State government also trying to motivate David Eyimba and Abia Warriors. So motivation goes a long way. You know, you bring Jose Mourinho to 3SC, and you're not taking care of welfare. Players will struggle.
That's the way.
Yeah, they will
when
struggle.
they're hungry, they can play.
Right.
Exactly. Right. I mean, when the team has played 18 games and have 17 points, that's the story right
now. That's a sad story, actually. Let's get with the show now. We'll go on a break. When we come back, we'll let you get more reactions from the third AFN Golden League. That's Athletics for you. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Stay.